'cause mama, I'm sure to handle now, yes I am. Speak loud in the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. Got to knock on me, but I love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love for free, so you can play it with me. Oh, run on, not by the desert. Tips in love, that little thing, let me light your kennel cold, so mama, I'm sure to handle now, yes I am. Hey. Here I am, a man on the scene. Give me what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good little love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, so you'll be around for more. Boys run on, not about to present. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals, and mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, just a man. Yeah. Honey, handle me. Yeah. Boys run along without my love, but you just don't love. Pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals, and mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, hard job. I'm good. Gentlemen of me, see what I'm about now. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor.
some things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime, break me with something slight.
Born in a compromise, raised on white lies.
They say the road to hell is paved with gold.
At 25 I feel content with caution, dodging my halo, dodging my halo, dodging my halo.
You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun?
We're undone and uncomfortably numb. The seasons change, the seasons change, we stay the same. So we're blue in the face. I need the pain to soothe my brain.
You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Uncomfortably numb. We stay the same. The seasons change, we stay the same.
We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb.
I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And
I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties, and I wouldn't wanna break them. I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to you. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy, it seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
All I know is something like a bird within her sang, then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind.
something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California for another great evening of Lincoln Potters baseball. My name, Mark the Phantom Lowe, here with engineer Chris Toy, and tonight the Potters host the Fresno A's in the second of their two-game series this week. Lincoln now stands at 13-1 after winning last night's game 14-0 behind right-hander Aiden Perez. Tonight, Potters manager Tyler Robertson sends out Anthony Martinez in search of his third win of the summer. Let's get started, if we can, with a look at that Fresno lineup that Anthony Martinez will face. Will Paxton lead us off again? Chris Dahl is batting in the third spot. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. Jacob Maynor hitting fifth at third base. Ashita came on as a injury replacement for Logan Kelly. He was 1 for 2, and Gabriel Caceres is making his debut in the series. He is batting ninth and playing second base. Cooper King is on the mound from Merced College for the Fresno Athletics, but now let's turn our attention to the Lincoln Potters and Anthony Martinez, the Sierra College product. 2-0 on the season, 10 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, just 6 hits and no earned runs, and Anthony is 2-0 on the season, and he will take the mound to face the Fresno Athletics. Fresno will send up Will Paxton, Kate Snodgrass, and Parker Cristal, the first 3 hitters, as they did the Potters last night 14-0. First 2 innings were kind of quiet, but the Potters then jumped out for 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and capped it off with 6 in the 7th inning. Aiden Perez got the win, 5 hits over 6 innings, 7 strikeouts. Aiden is now 2-0 on the year, and the hitting star was Cole Eaton out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. 4 for 4, 2 runs scored and 5 runs driven in for Cole Eaton. He was on base all 5 times. So that was last night. This is tonight as Martinez finishing up his warm-up tosses on a Wine Wednesday out here. Sangrias are $8. I have no idea if that's a good deal. I'm going to assume it is. I asked Lauren. She said, I'm 19. I don't know. So that was a pretty good answer, really, because if she would have said, well, actually, no, that's not really a good price in my experience, I would have been a little suspicious. So it's a good thing she did that. And, yes, Lauren is with us again today. She has been knocked out of her spot by Brian from the Fresno Athletics, a fine fellow who stayed in town last night at the Holiday Inn and had very fluffy pancakes in the morning. So I started calling him Mr. Pancake. I don't think that went over well, so I probably won't do that anymore. But you never know with me. I might just start doing it again. Will Paxton will lead us off. Will out of St. Peter's University. 1 for 4 in last night's game. Actually started the game off with a line drive base hit, then was 0 for 3 the rest of the game. Strikeout, a ground out, and a double play. Hit the double play pretty hard, but he was 4-6-3'd, as we call it. Martinez's first pitch is, I was going to call it a strike. So I'm already 0 for 1, and it's 1-0. Sometimes the scoreboard is wrong. Sometimes it just looks desolate. 1-0. That's outside. Just, sometimes you just give up the ghost. That's why the friends of McBean go, if we had an organization and we put it together and we tried to raise money for a new scoreboard, would that be a good idea? I think it would be. I think it would be a very good idea. So let's do it, friends of McBean. 2-0 pitch hit high up in the air, right center field. Giving chase is Doyle, and their center fielder actually gets to it. No, he did not make the play. Doyle picks it up, guns it into second base. The tag is going to be waiting, and he is out at second base. Lindbergh is in center field. He tried to call up. I think Doyle would have had an easier play, but the ball gets down, and then Paxton, trying to go to second, is retired on the throw from Doyle to the shortstop, Cade Parker. And let's go ahead and look, if we can, Chris, at the defensive alignment for your Lincoln Potters, as they have Trip Garish in left today, Will Lindbergh in center, Jacob Doyle in right. TJ Oster's back at third. Parker at short. Hassani Johnson moves to second. At first base is Jake Tandy. Andrew Sloan behind the plate, and on the mound, Anthony Perez. Cade Snodgrass is the hitter. Cade is 0 for 4 yesterday and is already, the Dueling Dogs batter is already up because Willie wants to give people an early chance to get a couple of drinks. That's lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Garish giving chase, but it'll go all the way to the wall. Picks it up on the warning track, and an easy double for Snodgrass. So a single, then a throw out at second base, but now a double for Snodgrass, who, like we said, was 0 for 4 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. That was against Perez and Tyler Moore. Here's Parker Cristal, who was good yesterday from Wabash Valley College. He was 2 for 3 in the game. Singled in the first and singled in the eighth. Also had a walk, so he was on base 3 times. Right-handed hitter against Anthony Martinez. Just the 7th and 8th hit that Anthony has given up this summer. His fastball is fouled out of play down the right field line. Auburn Aces are the team trying to get money for the 50-50 day to go. I think they're going to Cooperstown. hanging out in Cooperstown. Not to play, just to hang out. No, there's actually tournaments and stuff all summer long. So that is the Auburn Aces night as well as Wine Wednesday. That one misses outside, so it's 1-1. Crowd still arriving here on a Wine Wednesday. Haven't been playing on Wednesdays this season as of yet. This one kind of a different thing. Off tomorrow, and then Berkovich Honors comes in for 2 games Friday and Saturday. Misses outside again. 2-1. Two and one. Martinez comes 2-1. It's fouled back to the screen by Cristal, so it evens up at 2-2. Two and two now. Cameron DeMaria is on deck. He is the cleanup man today for the A's. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, down low for a ball, 3-2. DeMaria, the designated hitter, was 0 for 4 yesterday, and he is waiting. Cristal now with a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Just getting started here, top of the first. Parking lot Potters are in the house. That's outside, goes all the way to the backstop, comes all the way back, and Martinez is going to have to retrieve it. As going to third is Snodgrass. Cristal is on base again with the walk, first of the game. So first and third, 1 out, and here's Cameron DeMaria. Cameron, like we said, 0 for 4 yesterday out of Dakota State University. Potters with Parker and Johnson at short and second, playing double play depth. Let's see if Cristal takes off from first base. Martinez's pitch is hitting to left center field. Lindbergh giving chase, still giving chase, but it'll be the left fielder. Chip Garish picks it off. He will throw it into third. The run will score. It's a sacrifice fly, and the A's are on the board first time in this series, and they lead it 1-0. So DeMaria picks up his first RBI of the series. And the A's are up 1-0. Here's Jacob Maynard, the third baseman. Jacob 0 for 4 yesterday. Couple of lineouts, so hitting to some tough luck as well. Martinez's first pitch swung on and missed. Maynard out of Coalinga College, stepping in here against the right-hander Martinez. 1 run on the board for the A's. That one's hit high in the air center field. Lindbergh's going to go back on. He should have some room when he stops and makes the catch. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. A's 1. Potters coming to bat. Bottom of inning number 1 from McBean Stadium. A's put a run up on the board. First one in the series. They were blanked yesterday 14-0. They come out with a couple of hits and a sacrifice fly from DeMaria to get the RBI, plating Kate Snodgrass, who had doubled his first hit of the series. Asani Johnson will be our first hitter for the Potters. He's followed by Cade Parker and Jake Tandy against the right-hander Cooper King from Merced College. Big right-hander getting his warm-up tosses in. Ball goes down to second base. Hunter Ariana is behind the plate for the A's in this game. Elijah Garay did a great job yesterday behind the dish. So here's Asani Johnson, who had 3 hits yesterday. He is 7 for 16 on the season. Missed a couple of weeks or a week or so and came back strong yesterday, 3 for 6. Hitting at .438 on the campaign. First pitch is a ball. That's lined over shortstop into left field. That's a solid base hit for Asani Johnson. As he comes through again, 4 hits in his last 7 official at bats. First hit of the ball game for the Potters is Asani Johnson, and that'll bring up Cade Parker. Cade 4 for 12 on the summer. He does have a home run, a grand slam home run to be more exact, or just to be exact. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Cade out of Panama City Beach, Florida. And Georgia Southern University, same as Sean White, the catcher, who is not in the lineup today. Andrew Sloan behind the plate for the Potters. That one is in the dirt. That gets back and goes to the backstop and pops up in the air. And Johnson will mosey on down to second base on the wild pitch. Two balls and no strikes on Cade Parker. He's followed by Jake Tandy, then Hudson Brown, Jacob Doyle, and Sloan, the first 6, then Will Lindbergh, Trip Garish, and TJ Oster in the number 9 spot for the Potters today. TJ over at third base. 2-0 coming up from, there goes Asani Johnson. It's popped up. He's going to have to go back as the first baseman comes in. That's Chris Dahl, and he can't make the play, and he's safe. Took him all the way back into fair territory, and he got the glove on it, but he couldn't make the play. And down at first base is Cade Parker. I'm going to call that an error on the first baseman. And tough play. I mean, he had to come out and get it, but he was about 8 feet too far into foul territory and came back and tried to make the play. So break for the Potters. And it would have been tough because Johnson already was he was going on the pitch, so he was going to have to get all the way back to second base, which he did. And then when he saw the ball dropped, he just stayed there. Said, look, I'm okay here. Here's Jake Tandy. Jake has been good this year. It's a grounder to short, though. That's going to be 6-4. Throw to first. They got him by a step. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And going to third is Johnson. That is Logan, the shortstop, Caceres at second, and Chris Dahl over at first. And that's 2 outs. And here comes Hudson Brown. A's outfield is Paxton, Nishida, and Snodgrass. Josh Maynor over at third base, Jacob Maynor over at third base. Logan at short. Gabriel Caceres at second, and Chris Dahl at first. Behind the plate is Ariana, as we said. That fastball is down low for a ball to Hudson Brown, who's hitting 7 for 22. So he's at .318 for the summer. Half dozen runs batted in. Watches that one outside. Good looking pitch from Cooper King. But he misses the outside corner, so it's 2-0. Brown waiting for the 2-0. Check swing, it's down low, 3-0. Jacob Doyle on deck. Brown actually with 7 runs batted in. Don't want to slide him on an RBI. 3-0 pitch. He's got the green, and it's down the middle for a strike. Chose not to exercise it perhaps, but it's 3 balls and 1 strike now. And Don in the parking lot Potters taking over that front row down there underneath us. Tremendous to see him down there. But it's nice to have a little bit of grub tonight there, Don. Just saying. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Took something off that one. So from 3-0 to 3-2 on Hudson Brown here in the bottom of the first. A's lead at 1-0. Just getting settled in McBean Stadium. A little breeze out on the field today, as I think that affected the pop-up that the Potters hit Cade Parker. Check swing, and it's high and outside, ball 4. This umpire has not called a lot of strikes so far in this one, which isn't to say that he's wrong. I'm just saying there haven't been a lot of called strikes. Here's Jacob Doyle. Jacob comes out of Sparks, Nevada, University of Nevada at Reno. On the summer, Jake's .375 with 3 home runs. He's driven in 9. First pitch is outside to Jake Doyle. 1-0. He's followed by Andrew Sloan in the number 6 spot for Tyler Robertson and the Potters on this Wine Wednesday. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Oh, yeah, you can tell when this guy calls a strike. He's got the arm going. I like it. 1-1. You'll know when it's a strike. He'll do that mechanical thing. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch coming up. Brown leading at first. King's pitch outside and low. There goes Brown on a delayed steal, and he'll slide in safely. Kind of looking back, trying to get Ariano to let it loose, and Hunter would not. He said, "No, I will not do that, sir." 2-2 now on Jake Doyle. High fastball, 3-2. Single by Johnson, then a pop-up which was misplayed by Parker. Double play from Tandy. The walk to Hudson Brown, and now a 3-2 pitch coming up to Jacob Doyle, the number 5 batter in the Potters order here tonight. Goes after one and fouls it off. Might have been outside, but really couldn't take the chance. Close enough. Three balls, 2 strikes. Sonny Johnson leads down from third. Brown from second. Fastball is outside, ball 4. That's going to load him up for the Potters and bring Andrew Sloan to the plate. Andrew out of Carmichael, California, and University of the Pacific, hitting .227, has 4 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter coming up here against Cooper King. King with 2 walks in the inning. So Sloan. This umpire reminds me of Kramer on side. 0-1. Johnson down from third. That pitch is hit sharply, but on the ground to shortstop. Go to second the short way and get the force play for the out. No runs for the Potters in the bottom of the first. We go to second. A's up by 1. Top of the second inning here from McBean Stadium. Mark the Panamo here with you. Chris Toy to my left. Lauren, of course, the very valuable intern, number 3 on the intern rankings. Although, Lauren, I got to say, John is making a solid bid. He is helping out Willie and everything. It's going to be tough for you to break into the top 2. That's all I'm saying. Although Carson at number 1 hasn't done anything in about 2 weeks, but we won't even talk about that. So Lauren is here. Also Brian from the Fresno A's radio network. And then Carson, the aforementioned Carson, far to my left in the corner doing like TrackMan or something. He's made up a job for himself, which is what most people do these days. Willie Preston, the best in the business, the best there ever was, on the PA. And he is announcing something about a drink special or a Little League team or whatever, a dance contest, whatever he's doing. Piper the Peacock's in the house. Willie has an endless job. All right, so Hunter Logan, the shortstop. He's going to start us off in this inning, then Ishida and Ariano. Against Anthony Martinez, who gave up 2 hits. One of them was actually kind of misplayed in the outfield, and he gave up a run as well. Swing and miss by Logan. 0 for 4 yesterday for Hunter, who comes to us from, he's the one, Valley City State University. That one looks good. It is on the corner. Kramer signals strike, so it's 0-2. Swung on and foul. Just spoiled that one, an off-speed pitch. I think 2 of them today are in City Valley Village Square State. Oh, North Dakota, my guy tells me, my geography professor, Mr. Chris Toy. Valley City State University. They just put words together that mean places, and that's all they did. Also, Gabriel Caceres, who's playing second base today, is also from that same establishment. We have to find out everything we can about them. The Vikings, okay, but their shirts have to be really big because they have to put like 6 different names on them. Are they called like BCSU or something? I don't know. I'm perplexed. 2-2 pitch, check swing, call it strike 3. So Logan is down on strikes. First strikeout for Anthony Martinez, the right-hander. Has 1 out here, and Satoru Ishida is the hitter. Satoru out in center field came on yesterday to take over for Logan Kelly, who was hit by a pitch. Now, Brian from Fresno tells me that Logan is okay. It's just precautionary, so that's good news. And Ishida came in yesterday, struck out his first time, but then banged a single his second time, so he was 1 for 2 yesterday. He is out of Herkimer Community College, HCC, of course, and he takes that pitch in there for strike. 0-1. Hunter Ariano, the number 8 hitter, the catcher on deck. Then Gabriel Caceres, the aforementioned Caceres, is in the 9 hole. That's outside, goes back to the backstop. Andrew Sloan said, I'll go get it. Nolan Thebe said, Nolan, who made a plate appearance yesterday, still has the bounce in his step. Okay, my geography guy is giving me some information. That's high for a ball, and I just went to look at it, and he took his phone back. I've got you. I've got Lauren. Okay, so it's it's Valley City, North Dakota. It is the city of Bridges, which is cool. I like that. It's way up near Canada up there. No, it isn't. It's down in the bottom right corner of whatever Dakota that is, North Dakota. So it's not right next to. So maybe Lauren's going to have to move up to the professor position. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Hunter Ariano. So it's in North Dakota. It's Valley City, North Dakota. So that makes sense to call it Valley City State. But I don't know. Do they call it Valley City because it's a city of a lot of valleys? No, it's a city of a lot of bridges. Why isn't it Bridgie City? Oh, Chris Toy showing why he's got the medal, my friend. He's got the valleys to put the bridges across. Oh, man, that's bravo. If you were an intern, you would be top right now. Carson would have been toppled. Here's Ariano, his first appearance of the series. He takes a fastball outside. Hunter from York College, which I like. That's really solid, York College. So now that I know that there's a place, Valley City is an actual place, I'm a little bit okay with that. That is in there for a strike, and they are the Vikings, which is close because they're up nearby. I mean, they're almost where Vikings are. You know, Canada isn't where the Vikings came from or something. It's sort of. I mean, just go to Canada, take a right. 1-1 is fouled back to the screen, so it's 1-2. 2 outs here, top of the second. Strikeout of Logan, a strikeout of Ishida. Gabriel Caceres from aforementioned Valley City State University, the Vikings. I wonder if he went to, well, I don't know. We'll have to see where he's from. I don't have hometowns, though. That is inside for a ball as he leaned forward expectantly. And also saw number 88 Tucker with the biggest shaved ice eye I've ever seen. So that guy got a combination shaved ice Sunday or something. 2-2 pitch, inside ball 3. No question about that one, clearly inside, full count on Hunter Ariano. Good cowbell representation tonight. Good crowd out here on a Wednesday. Turns out to be kind of a pleasant Wednesday. That sails outside. So Martinez lose Ariano with 2 outs, and that'll bring up the number 9 here, Gabriel Caceres. He is playing third base tonight for the Fresno A's. Actually, I have 2 people written down at third base, so I'm sure one of them doesn't play third base. Oh, he's second base. Okay, very good. That's what I kind of supposed. So here's Gabriel. Martinez's pitch, a high fastball, which is swung on and missed. 0-1 on Gabriel. Top of the order, Will Paxton will follow if he gets the chance this inning. If he doesn't, he will be up next inning. So don't worry about Will. He'll be fine. Look out. That's inside, and it's high. And did it hit him? Yes, I think he's going to say it did hit him. So Martinez with 2 strikeouts and then a walk and a hit batter to allow runners at first and second. And now the top of the order with Will Paxton, who hit a fly ball into right center field to start the game. Doyle and Lindbergh kind of converged on it. Lindbergh went for it, couldn't make the play. Doyle picked it up and threw it to second and got Paxton trying to stretch it into a double. So all's well that ends well, although the A's did score a run after that. And now we've got 2 on and 2 out in the second. Paxton takes high for a ball. Will 1 for 4 yesterday, so he's 2 for 5. He had 1 strikeout yesterday, so it puts the ball in play. Out of St. Peter's University, or headed to St. Peter's University. Lord knows where that is. 1-0, that it looked pretty good, and it was 1-1. Kramer makes the call. 1 ball and 1 strike. I say Kramer for his mannerism, not because it seems like he doesn't know what he's doing, as Kramer did not for a lot of the time. Outfield pretty much straight away. That pitch is outside. Trip Garish is actually kind of shallow in left field. Same in right field for Doyle. Oh, St. Peter's. I've heard of St. Peter's. It's in New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey. Okay. They're the Peacocks? Well, there you go. Somebody had to be. Big chopper up the middle. Shortstop can't get it. It's into center field for a base hit. Here comes runner around third. He's going to try to score. Now they've stopped him. It's a great throw. We have 2 guys kind of together. The throw will go back to Hassani Johnson. He's going to run him to this side and then get the play, and they're going to tag the runner at third base for the out. So it was Ariano who came around third. It was a perfect throw from left field, and he would have probably been out at the plate, but in the rundown, he is run down, and the tag actually made on Caceres. So we go to the bottom of the second. After all of that, they didn't score, and it is 1-0 A's. Bottom of the second inning, Piper with a typically chaotic race, which he lost by a considerable margin to, I would say, 9 people, members of, is that the Roseville Bananas Little League team? Anyway, they all beat him easily. Then assorted kids from assorted areas came in, and then the last kid, who maybe had been 3, she dusted Piper, and he showed good sportsmanship by kind of waving her around and waving her through. But due to all that, Cooper King did not get to get his warm-up tosses, so he's going to start doing that to his catcher, Hunter Ariano, as we recap what happened to end the top of the second inning. 2 on and 2 out to bouncer by Paxton up the middle into left center field for a base hit picked up by Lindbergh in center field. He gunned it all the way to the plate. Would have been a good play at the plate, but Ariano decided he wasn't going to go to the plate, so he went back to third. Then Gabriel Caceres went back to second. A couple of throws ensued, and they eventually tagged out Caceres trying to go to third base. And so a couple of guys thrown out in the bases, both times with Will Paxton at the plate. First time it was Will himself at second. The second time he singled, and it ends up being Gabriel Caceres trying to go from second to third. 3 hits now for the A's in the first 2 innings, and the Potters probably lucky to only be down 1-0 as Cooper King finishes up the warm-up tosses, and we are ready to go as I turn my scorebook over and say that Will Lindbergh is going to be the first hitter, followed by Tripp Garish and TJ Oster, 7, 8, 9 for the Potters, who sent 6 up to the plate in the first inning, and the bases loaded could not cash in. 2 walks and an error loading the bases, but there was a double play mixed in as well. So here is Will Lindbergh, who's just 1 for 4 on the season. He takes the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 on Will out of Cal State Northridge and Gold River, California. Will takes that one, and that is also in there. Off-speed pitch. 0-2 quickly on Will Lindbergh. Will out in center field tonight for Tyler Robertson and the Potters. Fouls that one off the screen, so it's still 0-2. Potters have won 13 of their first 14 games, which makes today the 15th game by my calculations, and they are rarely ever, almost never, kind of halfway, right? Here's the 0-2 again. Chopper. Right side pitcher, Cooper King's going to have it. Underhands it to first and gets him by a step. Only guy who could have made the play, and he made it. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Tripp Garish. Tripp 385 on the campaign. Out of Belmont, California, United States Air Force Academy, Tripp Garish. Playing out in left field today. Left-handed hitter against Cooper King. Hunter Ariano behind the plate for the Fresno A's. Maynard, Logan, Caceres, and Cristal in the infield, swinging a miss off speed pitch. Paxton, Nishida, and Snodgrass in the outfield for Oscar Hinojosa and the Fresno A's. Oscar, the manager over there, outside for a ball. 1-1. Fresno A's, an independent team who went up to play Humboldt earlier. They're here playing the Potters, and they'll go to Reading to play the Colts and up to Medford to take on the Rogues. And then, according to Brian, they come back, and they're pretty much at home. They play in a former AAA ballpark down in Fresno. Garish takes a fastball. Not a little bit of velocity on that one. And it is 3-1, I believe. So 3-1 on Tripp Garish. TJ Oster, number 9, here on deck. Tripp takes it right down the middle. So fill up the count, 3-2. Ball 4 inside. Third walk given up by Cooper King. And here's TJ Oster, the third baseman, batting in the number 9 spot, also from the United States Air Force Academy. TJ by way of Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Northern California is where he goes after LA, of course. It is on the corner for a strike. Is it Northern California because the girls are warm, or is that the Beach Boys? That's the Beach Boys. What's it, Northern California? Why does he go there then? Because he lives there, I guess, probably. So he's going home. 0-1 pitch is ball, 1-1. Trying to decipher the lyrics of the great Steve Miller. It's what you do at the second inning of a summer league game. Unfortunately, we don't have the answer, though, so we'll have to look that up, too. Lauren will have to look that up, I guess. Outside, 2-1. Asani Johnson, the top of the order, waits on deck. As the Potters looking up at a 1-0 deficit here in the bottom of the second. They've got Garish at first. It's lined down to the first baseman. Cristal has it, tags the bag with his glove, and that is the inning. Second double play in 2 innings for the Fresno A's. We go to the third. Fresno leads it 1-0. Welcome back to the top of the third inning here from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Distracted by the axe throwing because the 2 younger gentlemen who were throwing the axes had a little bit of accuracy on those. Not bad. Not good. I don't know if that means anything for future, for their life as they go on. It's not like an aptitude test or anything, but they were throwing some pretty good axes over there. And a winner was crowned, and they got 30 minutes at the Rockstar Academy. Yesterday, Chris Toy, they told me the 30 minutes had to be used on the clarinet. So, I applauded that because rock clarinetists they're the bomb. Now, what's Kenny G's not clarinet, is he? He's okay, so he's pretty good. I saw him in concert in 1947, and he was pretty good. Yeah, I think he's a saxophone dude. He probably doubles as a flautist on occasion. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Cade Snodgrass, who is their Dueling Dogs batter, but he doubled last time up. And he flies that one out to right field. So he's ruining everything. Doyle makes the catch for the out. So Willie may have to change Dueling Dogs batters in the middle of the game because Cade is not cooperating. Here's Parker Cristal, who walked in the first inning. He was 2 for 3 yesterday with another walk. So Parker is going to be attending Wabash Valley College, WVC. They have to be the Wabash Valley Cannonballs, right? They have to be. Not exactly the city of bridges, though. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That went about 86 miles an hour from Mr. Anthony Martinez, who's given up 3 hits and 1 run. He has struck out 2. Misses outside with that one. Oster at third, Parker at short, Johnson at second, Tandy at first for the Potters, Doyle, Lindbergh, and Garish from right to left in the outfield, and behind the plate, Andrew Sloan. Wabash Valley College is the Warriors. That's an opportunity missed right there. Illinois, okay, cool. But Wabash Cannonballs, that's what it has to be.
Very small school, 926 students.
Swinging a foul by Parker. So it's 1-2 on the number 3 hitter in the A's order here in the top of the third inning. As John is down there running the events. I think Lauren has to go down the field pretty soon. Maybe Friday. I think that's a good idea. Breaking ball's head out to shortstop. Picked up by Parker across the diamond. He gets him at first by a couple of steps. So 2 outs quickly here in the third. Well, we had 2 outs quickly in the second, and that turned into a kind of a mashup, although the A's didn't score. Here's Cameron DeMaria, who had himself a sacrifice fly back in the first inning, so no official at-bats, and he does have a run batted in. Cameron from Dakota State University. According to Brian, I just heard him say Fresno, California. I'll go with that. That one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. He's followed by Jacob Maynor in the A's order. That went right down the middle. 1-1. Mary, a big guy, hitting from the right side here. I just say big guy. Can't be more specific than that. I don't have any roster information. That is in the dirt. I'm going to say 6'3", 230. Okay, all right. Again, I'm not working at the circus or anything. I'm just eyeballing the guy. I can't guess your weight or anything. Check swing. He went around. It's 2-2. I think there's got to be. What's the catch on catching the guess your weight guy? Because there's got to be, like they do that. There's got to be some sort of giveaway or something. I think there's a hidden scale wherever the guy's standing. I like that. That's a good one. 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Martinez has had a couple guys 2 strike counts, and he's had trouble putting them away so far in the first 2 2/3 innings, but he's got the first 2 outs here in the third. And a 3-2 pitch coming up to Maria. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Third one for Anthony Martinez. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters still trail it by 1. Welcome back to McBean Stadium. Bottom of the third inning here. Still early, but the Potters trail it by 1. They will send up the top of the order Hassani Johnson, Cade Parker, and Jake Tandy. T.J. Oster entered the bottom of the second with a line drive to first base that Cristal put the glove up, gloved, and turned around and put the glove on the bag, and we had ourselves a double play. So Johnson, who singled back in the first inning, will be the first hitter. He is 438 coming into the game and is 1 for 1 in this one. He'll take on Cooper King, the right-hander out of Merced College, who has allowed just 1 hit. He has walked 3. No strikeouts as of yet. Right-hander will face Johnson out of Franklin High School down in Elk Grove and University of Louisiana Monroe. Then Parker and Tandy. Hit a line drive over the shortstop's head back in the first inning, so that's a pretty good recipe. Takes that one in there for a strike. 0-1. Hassani slightly open stance from the left side against King. Check swing didn't go. It's 1-1. Hunter Ariana behind the plate for the Fresno A's in the second game of this 2-game series. Potters winning yesterday, and the A's didn't score yesterday and jumped out to score in the first inning. Hassani tries to bunt at it, but he misses. It's going to be 1-2 on Mr. Johnson. 3 for 6 yesterday for Hassani. He scored 3 runs, drove in 1. Started out 0 for 2, then started getting going. Was 3 for his next 4. 1-2 pitch sharply out to second base. Casares has it on a big hop. Goes to first, and Cooper King ran all the way over to first base. And it got a little crowded there as Johnson almost got there, but Casares gets it to Cristal. 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and here's Cade Parker, who had a pop-up his first time up that everybody kind of looked at. Then Cristal came down from first base and tried to catch in foul territory, ended up hitting in fair territory, and so he reached on the air, but he was erased on the Tandy double play right after that. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Cade out of Georgia Southern University. 3:33 coming in. Takes a ball, so it's 2-0 on Cade. Has a home run on the season, 4 runs driven in. 2-0 pitch misses outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes on Parker, 1 out here in the third. King from the windup, the big right-hander, delivers a 3-0. It is in the dirt. So an easy take there for Cade Parker. 4th walk issued by Cooper King. Going to bring up Jake Tandy, who came into the game at .522 with 3 home runs and 24 runs batted in. He hit a 6-4-3 double play back in the first inning. Hit into a 6-4-3 double play, that is. Jake loses his average, still over 500, but getting close now as he's 24 of 47. Hudson Brown on deck. So Parker at first base, 1 out. King taking his time, delivers to the plate, breaking ball in there for a call strike. 0-1 on Jake Tandy. Parker kind of gauging it. Cade thinking he might want to take off. He does not. That is inside and a little bit low as well. 1-1 now on Tandy. He's had 3 home runs. Driven in 24 runs already. This is, remember, game number 15, and Jake hadn't played in them all. 1-1 coming up from King. Outside for a ball, 2-1. So Jake's going to make Cooper King throw him something around the plate. King moving in about 89, 90 miles an hour. Probably has hit about 91, 92 tonight. 2-1 pitch is off-speed pitch, swung on and missed by Tandy. So it went from 89 down to 79, and he's even up the count at 2-2. There goes, Parker was getting into a lead. He doesn't go. That's hit sharply into the hole into left field for a base hit. So Tandy comes through again. Parker was skipping out there. Then on the base hit from Tandy. That is the second hit for the Potters. They now have runners at first and second. 1 out, and here is Hudson Brown, who picked up a walk his first time up out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, in the University of Kentucky. He's up here, and Jacob Doyle moves into the on-deck circle. The left-hander waits, swings and misses at that one. Right about 90 from Cooper King. Got a live arm out there wearing number 0. A's again with some cool colors. Not the stripes that they had yesterday. These are more psychedelic, kind of blending into each other on the back of the jerseys. Front is green. Breaking ball. Gets in there for a strike. 0-2 on Hudson Brown. Hudson was 7 runs batted in on the summer. Came in at 314. It's a sharp grounder to the left of second, and Caceres is going to have to go to first. He let the ball play him a little bit. Wanted to make sure he made the play. It moves the runners up, but it does get the second out of the inning. And with 2 outs and runners at second and third, Jacob Doyle, who got a base on balls his first time up. Jacob out of Sparks, Nevada, University of Nevada, Reno. Hitting .375 on the summer. He's got 2 out there ready to go. First pitch misses outside. Coming down the line from third is Cade Parker. At second base is Jake Tandy. One and 0 to Jake. Swing and miss on a ball down low. 1-1. Andrew Sloan on deck, hitting in the 6th spot. So 4 walks and 2 hits so far allowed by Cooper King, but he has so far escaped trouble as the Potters now with runners at second and third and a 1-1 count to Doyle. Jacob takes outside, and that ball bounces but doesn't bounce away. Nice block by Ariana to keep it not in front of him but near him. So Cade Parker could not advance down from third base. So 2-1 on Jacob Doyle. King goes from the stretch with runners at second and third. 2-1. Hit well to right center field, moving over is Snodgrass. He's not going to get it. It's up against the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. Jake's going to stay at third. No, he's going to go second. He's going to go to third. The throw offline. It's a triple for Jacob Doyle, and the Potters lead it 2-1. Doyle rips it into right center field, and he just kept on going. I thought he was going to stop at second. He took off. Head first dive, picks up RBIs 10 and 11. And the Potters now lead this one 2-1. Here's Andrew Sloan. Andrew out of Carmichael, California, and the University of the Pacific. Pops that one out of play behind us, and so it's 0-1 on Andrew Sloan. So Doyle now with 3 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Snodgrass and Ishida in center and right kind of converged on that one, but it pretty much split the difference. Here's the 0-1. Sloan takes ball 1. 1-1. No activity in either bullpen I can see. Martinez has gone the first 3 innings for the Potters, and Cooper King trying to wrap up his 3rd inning here for the Fresno A's. Sloan takes outside. 2-1. Andrew, 227 coming in into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Does have 4 runs batted in on the season. 2-1 pitch misses outside. 3-1. Will Lindbergh, the center fielder, batting in the 7th spot. He is on deck if Andrew can reach base. Doyle still over there at third base after the triple. Ball 4 outside, and it gets away. Here comes Doyle, and he's going to score easily. So the base on balls to Sloan. The wild pitch allows Doyle to score. 3rd run of the inning for the Potters, and that'll bring up Will Lindbergh, who grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Hit a big chopper down the first base line, and King came off the mound, fielded it, underhanded it to the first baseman, Chris Dahl, for the out. So Potters have scored 3 times here in the 3rd. They lead to 3-1, and here is Lindbergh out of Gold River, California. Will takes a fastball outside. 89 miles an hour. One and 0. Fouls that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lindbergh followed by Trip Garish here as the center fielder. 1 for 5 on the season. Might be his first, maybe his second start. Might be his first start. He's out in center field tonight. Takes a fastball. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike at 89. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Will Lindbergh. 6'2", 190 for the left-hand hitting center fielder. Sloan leading at first. That's fouled off on the off-speed pitch. Fastball around 90 off-speed, coming in around 77 for Cooper King. Right-hander from Merced College. He's allowed 3 hits and 3 runs here. Swing and a miss. He got Lindbergh on strike. So the Potters score 3 times here in the 3rd. They take the lead. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Potters 3 and the A's 1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the fourth inning here from McBean Stadium. We've got a score of Potters 3 and A's 1. Anthony Martinez out there for his fourth inning of work. He's given up 1 run on 3 hits. He has struck out 3. He'll face Jacob Maynor, Hunter Logan, and Satoru Ishida. From the Fresno A's, that is 5, 6, and 7. For manager Oscar Hinojosa. So Jacob Maynor, Jacob out of Coalinga College, will lead us off here. Chris Toy on the engineering. We just had a visit from the great Stones McCoy himself, he's almost like some sort of, Hollywood guy or something. He just breezes in, does something, and just breezes back out. He doesn't think that anybody would want to say anything to him. He just, hey, I got to go. All right, see you later. Like he has so many places to be, you know?
Be brief, be bold, be gone.
Just be gone, I say. Outside, fastball, 1-0. Jacob flied to center his first time up. That was back in the first inning. Comes up here in the top of the fourth with his team now down 3-1. Martinez works from the windup. His pitch is lined down the right field line, but that is foul. Potters all run away from it to play the carom off the fence. There's activity in the Potters bullpen. They're throwing a football. So I think they're going to bring in Kirk Cousins maybe. Somebody like that perhaps. Well, Kirk had that Achilles, so maybe they get somebody else. Fastball, a nice looking pitch in there, call strike 2. 1-2, maybe like C.J. Stroud or somebody, Bryce Young or somebody. A guy who needs the reps, I think, is what we should get. Breaking ball got the strikeout. So Martinez gets the strikeout, his second in a row, 4th on the game, and that will bring up Hunter Logan, who struck out looking his first time up back in the second inning. Anthony Martinez, as we said, 10 innings pitched on the summer, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks. He hadn't given up an earned run before tonight, and he had only given up 6 hits. He's only given up 3 tonight. But he did give up a run back in the first inning to the A's. High fastball. About 87 for Anthony Martinez. Comes out of Carmichael, California, and Sierra College. That one is strike 2. Jake McCowan, one of the guys throwing for the Potters in the pen. And Jackson Halverson looks to be the other. So, might be stretching each other out. We don't know. Swing and miss again. So it's 1-2 to Logan. Hunter comes to us from Valley City State University, from Valley City, North Dakota. They are the Vikings. And they are the City of Bridges. Hit foul down the third base line. Why are they the Valley City then? Because they have valleys and they have to put the bridges over the valleys. Chris Toy told you that last time. I'm not going to take credit for that one. That's like a genius. That's like a Sherlock Holmes thing that you bring that one. That's just like, wow, hello. Fastball just misses. I mean, someone throws that at you, you just kind of, it's like a thunderbolt hits you. Whoa. Is that guy a genius or what? Or is that the only thing he really knows in the world? Okay, that's a possibility too. But let's go with the first one for now. That's fouled away down the right field line and out of play. Breaking ball that Hunter Logan had to protect himself in the strike zone and everything. Here's the 2-2 coming up again. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. 3 in a row, 5 overall for Martinez. On a strikeout streak here. He got DeMaria to end the third, and now the first 2 in the fourth. And here's Satoru Ishida, who struck out in the second. Satoru came on yesterday as a replacement, was 1 for 2. Again, he replaced Logan Kelly, who was hit by a pitch, but we are told Logan Kelly is okay. It's just a precaution that he is not in the lineup today, so that's good news. Ishida shows bunt, pulls it back. It is a ball outside. TJ Oster at third reacted quite calmly to that bunt attempt, or almost attempt. Swing and a miss on that one. Took a little bit off that one, did Anthony Martinez. Threw it in there at 85 and got Sheeta swinging over the top of it. Evens the count up at 1-1. Swing and a miss, actually a foul ball, and it might have got Andrew Sloan. So makes it 1-2. No game tomorrow here at McBean, but Berkovich Honors comes in on Friday and Saturday. Both games, I believe, at 6:35. And then a couple days off Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday it is the Humboldt Crabs. It is PEL, Pacific Empire League, the debut season, the debut series. The Humboldt Crabs for 3, and then the Medford Rogues for 3. Breaking ball's hit pretty well to left field. Going back is Garish. He's still going back, reaches up, and makes a running catch. Nicely done by Tripp going back and also having to look into the sun. So Hashida hit it well, but not well enough. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters on top, 3-1.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Cooper King still out on the mound for the Fresno A's. He's given up 3 runs on 3 hits. No strikeouts so far. He has walked 4. Make that 5 in the first 3 innings. So the right-hander from Merced College will face Tripp Garish, TJ Oster, and then the top of the order, Hassani Johnson. 8, 9, and 1 for the Potters, who scored 3 times in the third inning. The big blow, of course, the 2-run triple by Jacob Doyle. He then scored on a wild pitch. So Jacob in the middle of the action here for the Potters. Tripp Garish, who got a base on balls his first time up, and then he was doubled off when Oster lined it into the glove of Parker Cristal at first base. So here's Tripp Garish out of Belmont, California, United States Air Force Academy. Check swing, did he go? Did not go, according to the first base umpire. Well, hasn't really had to do much so far today. Everything's pretty much been pretty simple. I think he might have awoken from a slumber right there to check on that check swing. Oh, yeah, me? Yeah, save, no save. Who's save? Swing and a miss on that one is 1-1. And he just was hoping that it was really safe because he had no idea. He was off in another world, which happens to most of us. Swing and a miss again. Good fastball by King at 90 miles an hour. So Tripp's going to step out and then step back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt, 2-2. Ariana makes the play, but also comes up a little limping there behind home plate. Hasn't been easy on the A's catchers in this 2-game series. Ray last night and Ariana today taking a lot of bumps and bruises as the umpire does the gentlemanly thing and goes out and has a chat with the pitcher to give the catcher time to recuperate. 2-2 now. High fastball, 3-2. So a full count out here to Tripp Garish, leading off the bottom of the fourth. Chips that one away and bounces it back to the screen. Stays 3-2 on Tripp. Garish chops that one foul. Mentioned the A's uniforms, didn't mention the Potters wearing the powder blue tops with the orange numbers, white pants, orange socks. Very stylish. Very stylish crew, these Lincoln Potters. Here's the full count pitch outside, ball 4. So walk number 6 issued by Cooper King. And that will bring up TJ Oster, who lined into that double play back in the second inning. TJ 0 for 1. Chops off that one and is foul back to the screen over by the mayor of Lincoln, Ray Garcia, who's leaning up against the pole. You know, just talking to the constituency. You know, shaking hands, etc. Maybe making the way for a senator run or a governor run. I don't know. Outside. Nice job behind the plate by Ariana to stop that one from going back to the backstop. I don't know what Ray's aspirations are politically. You know, mayor of Lincoln, city council, I don't know, state senate maybe? I don't know. That's outside. That's not a run for city council once. Told the missus. She's still laughing. She is still chuckling at that. And that was quite some time ago. She didn't think I'd get the backing I needed. I thought I would. I get a lot of votes from people who don't live in Lincoln. Swing and a miss by Oster, 2-2, which they don't count those votes, Chris. I'm sorry. I appreciate the support, brother, but, you know, you're living in Sacramento, it's kind of tough to vote in the Lincoln election. Although, I don't know, there's a couple back rooms in town I know of. Here's the 2-2 coming up from King. TJ takes outside. So 3-2 in danger of another base on balls here in the bottom of the fourth. Still no activity, although there is some stretching going on as the Kings pitch count's got to be getting up there near about 70 at least here with all the base on balls. 3-2 pitch coming up. They swing on and missed. Off-speed pitch, and Oster is down on strikes. Second strikeout for Cooper King with one out. Here's Asani Johnson. He singled back in the first, then he grounded to second in the third, so Asani is 1 for 2. Up-to-date batting average for Asani Johnson, because I know that's what everybody wants to know, 444. Make that a little bit less now as he hits it to left, but kicks off the glove of the second baseman, and he'll be safe at first. Gonna have to score that one an error, I think. As Caceres, ranging to his left, could not make the pickup. That is the second error on the Fresno A's, and it gives a chance to Cade Parker, who reached on an error in the first and walked in the third. So Cade up here with 2 Potters on the bases and 1 out, and Jake Tandy to follow. High fastball, 1-0. So it must be a thing because now the Fresno A's are playing football. So it must be the new loosening your arm. The other team went out and threw the ball against the back fence for a couple of minutes to loosen their arm up. Now it's football. On the corner, call it a strike, 1-1. Or they just throwing the football to the grassy knoll people. It's a little more pleasant for the grassy knoll. Yesterday was a tough grassy knoll day, but today a little more pleasant. 1-1 coming up from Cooper King, but he's going to step off and reset. Unplug, plug it back in. It works. High in the air, right side. Snodgrass is coming in. He's coming in a couple more steps, makes the catch, and gets it back into the infield. So it's a fly to right field for Cade Parker. He is down 0 for 2 now, and here is Jake Tandy, who went into a double play in the first and then bounced a single to left field in the third. So Jake, 1 for 2, scored a run in the third. Jake hitting at .521 on the season. He does have a runner in scoring position with Garish. Ground ball right back up the middle. That is into center field for a base hit. Here comes Garish around third. The throw's going to be cut off. He would have been safe anyway. And it's an RBI single. Tandy does it again. He's 2 for 3. Picks up run batted in number 25. As Trip Garish scores. Johnson out at second base. He just stayed put there as the throw was cut off by Cristal. So Tandy delivers the RBI single. 4th hit for the Potters. And here's Hudson Brown. That one was hugging the ground right over the rubber into center field. Picked up in center by Ishida, and he actually made a good throw. That ball gets away, and Ariana's running it down. Asani thinks he might try it, but then Cooper King comes in to cover. So Tandy is at second, Johnson at third. I think he said it's 2 balls and no strikes now. I think is what the umpire was trying to signal. If he's looking at the scoreboard for the count, he is sadly mistaken. We should have warned him on that. High fly ball left field. Paxton moving over to his right, now going back, but he makes the catch right in front of the warning track. Potters score 1 here in the fourth. We go to the fifth. They lead it 4-1.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Moving into the top of the fifth, Anthony Martinez still out on the hill for the Potters. He's gone through 4 innings with 3 hits allowed and 1 run. He has struck out 5 all in the last 3 innings. He'll face Hunter Ariano, Gabriel Casares, and then Will Paxton. So it's 8-9-1 for the A's, who are down now 4-1 after getting out on top 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Martinez out of Sierra College, trying to improve his summer record to 3-0. As he is pitching in his 15th inning and has 17 strikeouts so far up to this point. Down to second from Andrew Sloan. We're ready to go here in the top of the 5th inning. And here's Hunter Ariano, the catcher. Comes to us from York College. It's listed as catcher, and then it says York College right after that. It was almost Catcher York College, which is a cool name for a college, Catcher York College. But actually it's not. It's actually just York College. Catcher York to me would be a college like in New England somewhere, named after some guy who started the lumber mill, Catcher York. It's just my idea. It's a foul ball from the York College product, Ariana, so it's 0-1 on Hunter with Gabriel Casares in the on-deck circle. Hunter got a base on balls his first time up. Martinez just misses the outside corner. Right about 87 for Anthony. Been around there most of the game. 87, 88, 89. 1-1 pitch on the corner, call strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 5th inning. Just 2 games after this before Potters begin Pacific Empire League play. That's on the 18th inside for a ball against the Humboldt Crabs. They'll come in for 3, 18, 19, and 20. Then right away, the Medford Rogues on their heels, 21, 22, and 23. Hit up LincolnPotters.com. It's called a website or something. And tickets and information. Foul ball again by Ariano. Oh, here we go. York College is in Jamaica, Queens, New York City. Nice. Senior college. It's a senior college in the City University of New York system. Founded in 1966. They are the Cardinals. I like that. The York College Cardinals. Okay, well done. First of all, well done, Chris Toy. Well done, York College. That's outside. If the York College Cardinals played the Valley City State University Vikings, what do you got? What's your line? I got Valley City State by plus 1.5, yeah. Outside, Ariana gets his second straight base on balls. So that is 3 walks from Anthony Martinez. He's also hit a batter, Gabriel Casares, who's at the plate right now. So Gabriel from the aforementioned Vikings of Valley City State. It's that one into right field. Doyle comes in on it and is in his tracks, makes the catch for the out. So Casares hits it to right field, out number 1 recorded, and that'll bring up Will Paxton, who has singled twice in this game. His first time he was thrown out trying to stretch it into double. And the second time, another runner was thrown out trying to stretch their actually, Ariana was on third trying to go to home, and he went back to third, and Caceres was caught he kind of caught in no man's land there. So that's what's happened to Will Paxton on his at-bats so far. Will takes it right down the middle for a strike. Right at that 87 from Anthony Martinez. Will Paxton says, can we have time out? There's a baseball on the field. And the umpire says, yes, we're playing baseball. He said, no, another baseball. It came out of the bullpen area. Let's see if we can find out who was loosening up for the Fresno A's down there, who threw that errant toss. Looks like it might be Brett Godina, right-handed pitcher out of UC Riverside. That's hitting the left field. Garish is on the move. Tripp's not going to get there. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Round second, here comes Ariana. He's going to come in at third. He's probably going to stay. No, they're going to wave him in. Missed the cutoff, held on by Johnson. Ariana's going to go head first. Man, I feel bad for him, but he scores. Potter's kind of misjudged that relay there, because if the first guy, Parker, is able to get it, I think he can probably throw it to the plate and get Ariana. Went over his head to Johnson. Asani not really ready for it, but Paxton with a double, he's going to get himself an RBI. And the A's got themselves their second run on their fourth hit. So Paxton 3 for 3 in this one. After going 1 for 4 yesterday, he is 4 for 7 in the series, and he is out at second base with still just one out here in the fifth. Kate Snodgrass, who's doubled and flied to right. Fastball in there for a strike. Struck out 3 times yesterday, so you think he's a shoo-in for the Dueling Dogs batter. Like Gerald Hansen, I believe, is in the pen for the Potters, the left-hander out of Roseville. 0-1 coming up to Snodgrass. He fouls that one back to the screen. So Potters fans just a strike away here from a little bit of half-price Dueling Dogs. It's a wine Wednesday, so if you can get a beer special going too, that's not a bad idea. Speaking as an impartial observer, of course. 0-2, Cristal on deck. Breaking ball just misses inside, 1-2. Snodgrass didn't have any worry about it, no anxiety. He thought it was inside for sure. 1-2 as Willie puts his best bark on. Getting his bark on is Willie Preston. Fastball is fouled out of play. So I guess the Auburn Aces they're going to send me to Omaha, so they're not going to Cooperstown. They're going to Omaha. Maybe for the College Baseball World Series or something? Okay, all right. Well, I mean, Cooperstown, Omaha, I don't know where they're going. That's a good trip, though. I mean, good luck to you guys. 2-2. I don't have any money or anything. I have a debit card. 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Martinez also getting the pitch count up there, working in his 5th inning. He's allowed 4 hits. He has walked 3. He's hit 1. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit out into center field. Going to his right is Lindbergh. Underneath it makes the catch, the tag, but Lindbergh guns it and hits the cutoff man. So Snodgrass disappoints the fans as far as Dueling Dogs, but he does fly out to center field for out number 2, and that will bring up Parker Cristal, who has walked and grounded to shortstop. A's have scored once here in the 5th. They do have Paxton still out on second base. Will from St. Peter's University, which we decided were I forgot already. The Peacocks? They were the Peacocks. So I feel for my $8.99 a month or whatever it is, I own part of the Peacocks. Yeah. Here's the pitch by Martinez. It is in there for a strike. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff. They've got WWE. They got the Real Housewives and everything. They're absolutely a bit slow. It's not the easiest one to navigate is what I'm saying. I mean, why can't you just put what I was watching the last time I was there right there in the front, you know? Is it that big of a deal? I don't think it is. Cristal swings and misses at a fastball. Went down to one knee on that one. 0-2 now on Parker. Wabash Valley College. Not the Cannonballs. which was the disappointing part of that. (0-2) coming up from Martinez. Tries to get called, strike three, does not succeed, so it's 1-2. Cameron DeMaria is on deck in case Parker Cristal can reach base for the A's. Swing and a miss. Got Cristal on strikes. 6 strikeout for Martinez, gives up a run on 2 hits here in the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Potters still on top by 2.
I'm Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Cooper King's out on the mound for the A's in the bottom of the fifth. He will face Jacob Doyle and Andrew Sloan and Will Lindbergh, 5, 6, and 7 for the Potters. Potters scored 3 times in the third, once in the fourth. A's with 1 in the first, and then they put 1 up on the board here in the top of the fifth. Cooper King, the right-hander from Merced College, has given up 4 hits and the 4 runs. Six base on balls, according to my calculations here. That has been the major bugaboo for Cooper King. And this one, here's Doyle, who walked in the first and then had a 2-run triple, the big hit of the game so far in the third. He later scored on a wild pitch, so Jacob Doyle, 3/4 of the run scored by the Potters, attributable to Mr. Doyle. Swings and misses at that one, and it's 0-1. Jake Tandy with the other run batted in. He got that in the fourth when he scored Trip Garish with a base hit up the middle. Here's the 0-1. Doyle takes that one down the middle. Call strike 2. 89 miles an hour for Mr. Cooper King. Confirming it's Brett Godina that is warming up, the right-hander out of UC Riverside for the A's. Big breaking ball misses the strike zone, misses Jake's head, misses everything, so it's 1-2. Potters had Gerald Hansen going in the top of the fifth inning. We'll see if we see the left-hander out of Roseville, California, in the top of the sixth. Right now it's 1-2 on Jacob Doyle. Check swing, he did not go, 2-2. Maynard at third, Logan at short, Caceres at second, Cristal at first, Snodgrass, Ishida, and Paxton in the outfield from right to left. Hit sharply into the hole, into left field for a base hit. So Jacob Doyle with his second hit of the day. 5th hit for the Potters, and here's Andrew Sloan. So Jake has 2, and Jake Tandy has 2. Asani Johnson, the other one. Andrew Sloan, fielder's choice and a walk. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. It might be time for Cooper King. Might have hit his pitch limit. We're going to step away for just a second. In the bottom of the fifth, Potters on top 4-2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape. fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round.
New pitchers, Brett Godina out of UC Riverside. The right-hander takes over for Cooper King, went 4+ innings, 5 hits, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Gave up 4 runs, responsible for Jacob Doyle over at first base, and first pitch from Godina is a ball. So here's Andrew Sloan, who has hit into a fielder's choice and got a base on balls. Fastball on the corner for a strike. 91 miles an hour from Godina. Doyle leading in first base. Pretty decent lead by Jacob over there. Inside with the fastball. Took something off it a little bit, 85 miles an hour from Godina. 2-1 on Andrew Sloan. Will Lindbergh to follow for the Potters here in the bottom of the 5th. Lead just 2 at 4-2. Trying to win their 14th out of the first 15 games. Fastball high and outside. 3-1. Potters with 5 hits, but they have received 6 walks. They got them all from Cooper King, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike from Godina. Ball 4. So 7 walks now for the A's pitchers, and that will bring up Will Lindbergh. Now with runners at first and second, you don't usually see bunts in summer, but you never know. Might be a skill that Will want to take back to Cal State Northridge. He has struck out and grounded to the pitcher, so Will over 2, and that was against, of course, Cooper King. First time up here against Godina. There goes the runner at second. The pitch is a strike. And sliding into third is Jacob Doyle. Staying at first, Andrew Sloan had to make sure that Jake's going to really take off. So that is why he is still over at first base, as the interns, in a blatant attempt to move up to the intern rankings, are waving with Piper. Ryan and Elena just trying to move up those rankings. Lauren will not let me move them up. I don't know why. 0-1 on Will. Doyle now 90 feet away. Will lines that one foul down the third base line, scattering the A's willy-nilly down there. I don't usually get a chance to work in willy-nilly, so I thought he's a good ball player, but thought I'd work it in here. 0-2. One of the best nillies. The Nilly clan. You know, Willie was one of the better ones. Grinder out to second base. Doyle's going to score. They're going to go to second for 1. No, the ball's dropped at second base. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. It'll be an error on the shortstop. As Sloan will be safe. It's an RBI for Will Lindbergh. Potters now leading at 5-2. Still nobody out, and now runners at first and second. Here's Trip Garish, who was walked, and then he walked. So he's been on base twice, scored a run in the 4th. Takes outside for a ball. So Caceres had it over to Logan at shortstop, was trying to get it out, probably trying to throw it before he had it, and then never had it. And Potters safe all around with Doyle scoring the run. Again, Lindbergh getting the RBI. Sails high and outside for a ball. Actually, the third error of the game for the A's. And Gary steps in now with a 2-ball, no strike count. In the dirt, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes on Garish from Godina, who came on to relieve Cooper King earlier in this bottom of the 5th inning. Potters leading it now 5-2. Trip Garish from the United States Air Force Academy by way of Belmont, California. 3-0 pitch call, strike on the inside corner. Back up at 93 on that one for Godina, so a little bit of anger in that one perhaps, but he gets in the count at 3-1. Very pleasant evening out here at McBean Stadium. Good crowd out here checking out Wine Wednesday. Check swing, he went 3-2. Potters at 13-1 on the season. We'll have this game. We'll have 2 more this weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then starting league play on the 18th. 3-2 coming up to Tripp. Fastball in there, call strike 3. 92 from Godina. He gets his first strikeout, just the 3rd from the A's pitchers, and here's TJ Oster, who's lined into a double play and struck out. So TJ 0 for 2 today. Coming out of Phoenix, Arizona, also the Air Force Academy, the United States Air Force Academy, that is. Piper the Peacock is getting ready. I think next inning is his dance contest. We'll see what music Willie gives him this time. Check swing, and it is outside for a ball at 92 from Godina. Big right-hander from UC Riverside. Brian from Fresno, adorable little kid, still believes our scoreboard. That is, that's cute. Outside ball, too. Good stop by Ariana to keep that from going back to the backstop as Hassani Johnson waits on deck, the top of the order. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Potters have put 1 up on the board. They lead at 5-2. Fastball misses outside. So 3-0 now. TJ hitting .230 coming in as a pair of runs batted in on the summer. Takes that one high for a ball. Second walk of the inning for Godina. It'll move the bases loaded. Sloan's at 3rd now, Lindbergh at 2nd, and Oster at 1st. And here's Hassani Johnson. A little bit of a meeting on the mound there between the A's. Kind of all of them who brought the marshmallows. Umpire saying, hey, come on, let's go. Come on. Chop, chop, let's go. They made him walk all the way out there. He's not going to like that. Although he looks like a guy who's pretty fit. He probably used to walking, so he's probably okay. Yeah, he's running back to the, oh, yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Johnson with a single in the 1st, grounded to 2nd in the 3rd, grounded to 2nd again in the 4th, but Caceres made an error on the play, so Hassani reached but did not score. He's up here now with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 5th, and the Potters on top 5-2. Left-handed hitting shortstop out of Franklin High in Oak Grove. Godina's pitch. High fastball. University of Louisiana Monroe for Hassani Johnson as he walks around and gets back in. Cade Parker on deck. Fastball, that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right around 91 for Godina, who took over from Cooper King earlier here in the 5th inning. King goes 4+, gives up 5 hits. He'll be charged with that run, so 5 runs. Fouled out of play by Hassani Johnson. So 1-2 on Hassani. Godina getting a sign from Hunter Ariana behind the plate. Down low. 2-2 now on Hassani Johnson. Came in 7 for 16, 438. He is 1 for 3 in this one, so 8 for 19 as we sit. In the low 400s to 14s, I believe, without looking it up. 2-2. Slowing down from third. 2-2 pitch, line drive into center field for a base hit. Sloan will score. Here comes Lindbergh. He'll score easily. The throw to third, a beautiful throw, but it's dropped to third base, and everybody's safe. So Sloan scores, Lindbergh scores. They had Oster at third base dead to rights, but the ball's dropped over there. Johnson will get a single. He'll go to second on the throw. He'll get the 2 runs batted in. The Potters have scored 3 times here in the inning, and they now lead at 7-2. So here's Cade Parker. Throw came in from center field. Sheeta right on the money to third base. And Oster, by all accounts, should have been out, but he is not. It's hit high in the air to right field. Snodgrass giving chase. It looks like it's going to be in foul territory and out of play. So Cade, who has reached on an error, walked and flied to right. 7th batter here in the Potters' 5th inning. They have runners at second and third and just 1 out. 0-1 pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Piper still getting ready for that dance contest. It all depends on what tune Willie chooses as far as the success of the dance contest. His tastes kind of range all over the place from every genre. Fastball high and inside, 2-1. You got to hit the right chord with the dance audience out there, which is young. I'll be honest, it's very young. It could be single digits. Chopper down to third. That is a foul ball. Backhanded by Maynard down there. It'll go back to Godina. 2-2 now. Jake Tandy on deck. Jake 2 for 3 in this one. Picked up RBI number 25 of the summer back in the 4th inning. High fly ball, left field, hit well, but going to get caught out and left. Tagging at third is John. The throw is a little bit off, and he'll score easily. That is Oster actually scoring. Johnson went to third. It's a sac fly for Parker. He gets the run batted in. And the Potters put up 4 runs here in the inning, and they lead at 8-2 now. That one had a little top spin on it from Cade Parker. And Cade picks up his 5th run batted in the summer on the sacrifice fly. Potters up 6 now, and they welcome Jake Tandy to the plate, who hit into a double play in the 1st inning. RBI single in the 4th, and a single and a run scored in the 3rd. So Jake 2 for 3. High fastball. 1-0 as Godina letting it fly at 92 miles an hour. Hudson Brown would be the 9th batter if he is able to advance to the plate here in the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. Jake Tandy does it again. 3 for 4. 2 runs batted in. And the Potters put up another run, 5 in the inning, and they lead at 9-2. Asani Johnson scores. And the 9th batter of the inning will be Hudson Brown out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Brown has walked, he's grounded to second, he's flied deep to left. First pitch outside. Jacob Doyle on deck. He started us off with a single a couple minutes ago. That one is high and outside as well, 2-0. Two and 0. Short lead by Tandy. That one misses. Throw over to first base is very late and very short, and it gets away momentarily. Run down by Uceris at second base. Three balls and no strikes on Hudson Brown. Ball 4, and that one will get away. Looks like maybe that's just ball 3. Got bad information from the booth. So it's 3-1 on Hudson Brown. We're just going to blame it on the guy in the booth. Nobody knows who the guy in the booth is, Chris, so don't say it's you. Nobody will know. Nobody at all. Because you don't mention it, I don't mention it. 3-1 inside, ball 4. And moving to third will be Tandy on another wild pitch. So 10th batter of the inning will be Mr. Jacob Doyle. He'll start us off with a single back in the, earlier in the 5th inning, of course. He also had a 2-run triple in the 3rd and walked in the 1st. So Jacob is 2 for 2. He's got another couple runners on the bases here. Potters have scored 5 times here in the 5th inning. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound, and we'll take a little break. As we said, Potters have scored 5 times and now lead at 9-2.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Meeting at the mound is over. No pitching change as of yet. Rodino stays in to face Jacob Doyle. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. 91. Doyle takes strike 2. Quickly 0-2. Doyle steps out for a little meeting with himself, gets back in there 0-2. Breaking ball inside, runner goes from first, and he will be in at second. That is Hudson Brown. So he's at second, and Jake Tandy is over at third. Piper's still waiting for that dance contest to start, but the Potters will not get out here in the bottom of the 5th. That's check swing over the screen and down the right field line, so it's still 1-2 on Jacob Doyle out of Sparks, Nevada, playing right field for the Potters in this one. Came in at .375 and is currently 2 for 2 in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball inside for a ball, 2-2. Close pitch from Gudina. Runners lead from second and third for the 2-2. Line drive left field, that's a base hit. 1 run will score. Hudson Brown's going to stop at third. It's another RBI. It's another hit for Doyle. He's got 3 of them. He's got 3 runs batted in, and the Potters now lead at 10-2. So Doyle, 3 hits and 3 runs batted in. And that will bring up Andrew Sloan. The 11th batter in the inning is hit to a fielder's choice and walked twice. And we're going to have a pitching change for the A's, and we'll step away. We believe it's going to be Dylan Senaway, but we'll be back with confirmation of that or the identity of somebody else. After this, it's the bottom of the 5th inning. Potters lead big. Dylan Senaway, the new pitcher for the Fresno A's. He comes to us from Fresno Pacific University, another right-hander. He follows Cooper King and Brett Godina, who went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. He has given up 4 runs and responsible for the 2 runners on the bases right now. As here is Andrew Sloan. As we said, 2 walks and a fielder's choice for Andrew. Here's Senaway's first pitch, and it misses high and outside. 84 for Dylan Senaway. Andrew 0 for 1. Takes that one in there for a strike, so it's 1-1 on Andrew Sloan out of Carmichael, California, University of the Pacific, down in Stockton, the 209. He's followed by Will Lindberg in the Potters order. 1-1 from Senaway. There goes the runner, swung on and fouled out of play. And Jacob Dole is going to have to go back to first base, and we'll do it again 1-2. Dake's going to take his time now. He's trotting back to first base to get ready for this 1-2 pitch from Senaway. Fouls off the check swing from Sloan. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Potters with 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and have scored 6 times here in the fifth. So just like last night, first 2 innings didn't go so well. And they start putting the hits and runs up on the board, aided by a couple of errors and a bunch of walks from the A's. Sloan hits it right out at second base. Caceres waits for it. He's got it over to first for the out. So that ends the inning for the Potters. They score 6 times. They leave 2. We go to the top of the 6th. Potters 10, A's 2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Top of inning number 6. Potters scoring 6 times in the 5th. Kind of open up a little breathing room. They're on top 10-2. Cameron DeMaria, Jacob Maynor, and Hunter Logan against the left-hander out of Roseville, California. One Gerald Hansen wearing number 4. Hansen will take over here as Martinez, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 4, he struck out 6. Actually walked 3 and hit 1, but I throw it in the same category. So that means Anthony for his summer is 15 innings, 18 strikeouts, 9 walks, 2 earned runs, and just 10 hits allowed. And he's in line to go 3-0 on the summer. So here's DeMaria. Sacrifice fly in the first, strikeout in the third for Cameron from Dakota State University. He'll settle in against Gerald Hansen, who has been really good for the Potters so far here in the summertime. Last game was actually way back on the 7th when he pitched 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1 and walked 3. That is in there for a strike. Hansen actually closed out the 10-9 win over Alpha Prime on the 2nd of June. Here's the 0-1. Sails outside, so it's 1-1. Jacob Maynard, Hunter Logan waiting after DeMaria here in the top of the 6th as the A's will try to get some back. They were trailing just 4-2 going into that 5th inning. In the dirt for a ball. Potters put a half dozen up on the board. Jacob Doyle with a couple of hits in the inning, an RBI. Jake Tandy, another RBI single. Two 1 pitch swung on and missed. Keeping that one outside away from the big DeMaria. Just 79 miles an hour from Gerald Hansen. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and the tag is made by Sloan, and the strikeout is recorded. 7th strikeout by Potters. Pitchers first for Gerald Hansen, and here's Jacob Maynard, who has struck out and flied to center. So Jacob out of Coalinga College is 0 for 2. He asks Mario what the new guy has as he makes his way up to the plate. Hansen works from the windup, the left-hander from Roseville, California. Swing and a miss. 0-1 on Jacob Maynard, with Hunter Logan to follow. That is outside. Thought it might have caught that outside corner, but no such luck. 1-1. Missed by just about that much. Yeah, just a little. That's fouled back to the screen. 1-2. Again, Fresno spent the night in Lincoln and stayed at the Holiday Inn. They, according to Brian, the radio voice, or the online voice, had a great time. Great job by Holiday Inn Lincoln. Good pancakes in the morning. That's critical. 1-2 pitch, strike 3. Sloan's going to have to pick it up and tag him out, but eventually he'll get it done. 2 outs on strikeouts here to open up the top of the 6th, and that'll bring up Hunter Logan, who struck out twice. He is 0 for 2, both of those against Anthony Martinez. Hunter from Valley City State in Valley City, North Dakota. You learn a lot around here. They are the Vikings. And I will be looking for their online merch store because the Valley City Vikings, I think that's a shirt I am going to procure. Inside for a ball. We've had a lot of them. We got the Wabash Warriors today. We got the Valley City Vikings. We've got St. Peter's the Peacocks. That would be a good one too, though. I might go Valley City over them, though. Lifted foul out of play to the right. York College. What was the York College again? The Cardinals, yeah. Okay. I mean, I like the name, and I like it, but I don't think I'd go that way. I think I'd probably go Valley City Vikings first. No, I wouldn't go St. Peter's. I wouldn't go, no. No, I don't think I'd go number 2. What is one that I just said? Wabash Warriors, no. There's just so much to choose from here. It's hard. It's hard. Regis, of course, the Rangers. There's a ground ball to lefty shortstop picked up by Parker across the diamond. He gets him at first base. Good inning by Gerald Hansen. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters on top 10-2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had 'em by the collar.
And we're just concluding the spinning bat race. Two good contenders. They're a little bit too strong. They're a little bit too balanced and too centered for us. Had a little bit of veering coming out of the gates there, but both of them eventually finished. They're the coaches for the Auburn Aces who are out here trying to raise money for their trip back to Omaha, not Cooperstown, which is good, Chris Toy, because that means I only have to go to Nebraska and not all the way back to New York. So good planning by me. I saved them a bunch of, like half the country or even more. So well done, Auburn Aces, and well done for your coaches who both maintained their equilibrium down to second base. Dylan Senaway out here. I believe that's still Dylan Senaway out on the mound. And Chris gives me the okay. So he will face Will Lindbergh starting us off in the sixth, and then he's followed by Trip Garish and T.J. Oster. Potters with 9 hits, 5 of them back in that fifth inning. Will Lindbergh has grounded to the pitcher, struck out, and hit into a fielder's choice. He does have an RBI in the game during that fifth inning. Senaway's pitch is outside. Dylan from Fresno Pacific University. Third pitcher for Fresno, and Lindbergh takes a strike. Cooper King started, then Brett Godina came in for a short stint, and Senaway closed out the fifth inning. So all 3 pitchers active in the fifth inning there for the A's. Lindbergh hits that one over the shortstop's head into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Will picks up his first hit of the night here in the sixth inning. That is hit number 10 for the Potters, and it'll bring up Trip Garish, who's walked twice and struck out looking. So Trip is 0 for 1 in this one. As Lindbergh now down at first base. Trip Garish and T.J. Oster, I don't think they're here for much longer here in Lincoln. They're here for a short time. And it's been a pleasure having them on the Potters. They are Potter legends now officially. Garish takes outside for a ball. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That is in there for a strike. Jared Robles warming up in the pen for the Fresno Athletics. Also, Bryce Robinette leaves down there throwing. He was the second baseman yesterday. So it's 1-1 on Tripp. He takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Senaway moved the ball around well and outside to inside there, and he gets the call, 1-2. Lindbergh down at first. Will picks up his second hit of the summer in very limited at-bats. Also has an RBI tonight. 1-2 coming up. Garish takes outside. 2-2 on Tripp. Outfield straight away, pretty deep in center field. Right fielder Snodgrass is pretty far off the line for a left-handed hitter. And straight away and left is Paxton. Here's the 2-2 from Dylan Senaway in the dirt. Going down to second is Lindbergh. He will get there easily on the wild pitch. So he's at second now with a full count on Trip Garish and T.J. Oster in the on-deck circle for the Potters. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning here from McBean Stadium. Potters broke this one open a little bit in the fifth with 6 runs to go from 4-2 to 10-2. And that's where we currently stand. A little bit of breeze blowing up some debris. 3-2. Fouled off by Tripp. He'll stay alive as we check out the bounce houses down the left field line, and the obstacle course, whatever it's called, it's rocking. It always is, every game. The traditional bounce house to the left of that one is also doing quite well, doing good business. Full count on Tripp. He'll do it again in 3 balls and 2 strikes. Senaway checking the runner at second base. Line foul down the left field line. So we'll do it again. Potters off tomorrow night. Then Friday and Saturday, Berkovich Honors travels into town to take on the Potters. 2-game series, 6:35 both evenings. Garish takes ball 4. So he walks for the 3rd time tonight. Now first and second, nobody out. TJ Oster coming to the plate. TJ is lined into a double play, struck out and walked. Ariano is going to go out and talk to his pitcher, Dylan Senaway. No activity. We can see, well, the Potters do have people milling around down there, but Hansen just came in, had a very good top of the 6th. So TJ 0 for 2 in this one. Senaway's pitch is a good one right down the middle, swung on and missed, 0-1. Jake McCowan throwing in the bullpen for the Potters, the right-hander out of Folsom Lake College. 0-1. TJ takes inside for a ball, so it evens it up at 1-1. Lindbergh out on second base, Trip Garish over at first base. Asani Johnson is next. That's hit right sharply at second base. Caceres has it, goes to short for 1 to first. That's going to be a double play. So Caceres to Logan to Cristal. The double play moving to third is Lindbergh. 2 outs, and here's Asani Johnson. Asani has singled twice. He's grounded to second. He's reached on an error. So 2-4-4 for Asani Johnson. He got a 2-run single back in that 5th inning. So here's Asani, hitting .450 currently, 9 for 20 for the Franklin High product. University of Louisiana Monroe takes in the dirt, and that gets away, and here comes runner for third. He will score easily. So it's a wild pitch, and Lindbergh will eventually score, making it 11-2 in favor of the Potters. Now Johnson with nobody at third to drive in, still trying for his 3rd hit of the game. One ball, no strikes. Johnson takes a fastball, misses inside, 2-0. Asani singling in the 1st and the 5th, grounded out in the 3rd, and reached on the air in the 4th. Hits that one high in the air to center field, hit pretty well. Going back is Shida. He's going to round up and get it in left center field for the out. So Johnson hit it well, but no dice. 1 run for the Potters in the inning. We go to the 7th. They're on top 11-2.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round.
Top of the 7th inning, just had the 50-50 drawn, and the lady who I'm not going to say, I think she might be older than me is what I'm saying. But the retirement just came in as she is 1/2 of the pot, which is over $1,200 to try to send the Auburn Aces back to Omaha. So well done, everybody. And Gerald Hansen warming up for his 2nd inning of work. He'll take on Sotaro Ishida, Hunter Ariana, and Gabriel Caceres, 7, 8, and 9 for the Fresno A's, who trailed this one 11-2. They got out to the quick start led 1-0 going into the bottom of the third inning, but then the Padres put up 3, then 1 in the fourth, 6 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. And they now lead at 11-2. Anthony Martinez, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6, walked 4. He's in line to get his third win of the season. And here's Hansen, who came on and went 1-2-3 in the sixth. And he gets a swing and a miss right there from Sotaro Ishida, who struck out and flied to left. Hit the ball pretty well to left field back in the fourth inning. But Sotaro is 0-for-2 out of Herkimer Community College. HCC to those of us in the know. Hansen's pitch is in there for call strike 2. Gerald right around 79 consistently, but moving the ball around against the Fresno A's. Breaking ball almost got the swing, didn't get it. And it'll be 1-2 on Ishida. He's out in center field for the A's. Came on in yesterday's game when Logan Kelly was hit by a pitch, but Kelly, we're told, is okay. Just a precaution. He's not playing today. Inside again from Hansen, 2-2. So good to hear about Kelly. As we said, the A's going to take off to Reading, and they've got a couple of games up there, and then they go to Medford and take on the Rogues for 3. And misses outside, so from 0-2 to 3-2 here on Ishida. Ariana, the catcher, on deck. He's got a couple of base on balls in this one. Fastball misses outside. So he had him 0-2. Now he gets the base on balls. No, he didn't strike him out. It's ball 4. He walked over. He wanted to personally hand his stuff to the other guy. He didn't want to throw it on the ground or anything. But no, it was strike. You'll know when this umpire calls a strike because he does the Kramer thing. So, yes, it was. Here's Hunter Ariana. Hunter with a couple walks, scored a run back in the fifth inning. Up here with nobody out and a runner at first base. Hansen, his first base runner allowed. Very short lead at first by Ishida. Misses outside from Gerald Hansen. We had McCowan throwing earlier for the Potters. The big right-hander from Folsom Lake College down in the bullpen. Also activity for the Fresno A's in their bullpen. Fastball is in. No, it is not in there. I thought it was. 2-0 on Ariano. Duo pitch. Swing and a miss. It's like Ethan Kempvan. Two and one. Chopper down to first. Over the head of the first baseman. That is a foul ball. Boy, that was close down the first base line. Umpire right on the line, though. Ethan Kemp Van E is the pitcher, right-hander out of College of the Sequoia. So he is warming up for the Fresno A's down in their bullpen as we go to 2-2 on Ariano. Just barely missing an extra base hit there down the first base line. Bouncing over the head of Jake Tandy, but in foul territory, fortunately for the Potters. So Gerald Hansen will do it again, 2-2. He's got Ishida over at first base. Time is called. Two and two. Breaking ball. Call strike 3. Pulling the trigger on that one, and Ariana is out on strikes. Third strikeout for Gerald Hansen. One out here in the 7th. And Gabriel Caceres will be the hitter. The second baseman has been hit by a pitch and fly to right. Gabe out of Valley City State University, the Vikings. Proud to wear a Viking uniform, I'm sure. Slices that one foul down the right field line. Top of the order, Will Paxton, who's got 3 hits tonight. 3 of the 4 hits, it looks like, for the Fresno A's. So here's Caceres, 0-1 now on the second baseman. Takes a breaking ball. Nice job behind the plate by Andrew Sloan. And the umpire picks up Andrew's mask for him. What a guy! What a nice umpire guy. Notice he went right to the mask right away. So you know that's his bit. That's his thing. When the catcher takes his mask off, the umpire is right there to get it. Here's the 1-1 coming up. Short lead at first base. Fouled out of play again, so it's 1-2 on Caceres. Hit by a pitch in the second inning, then fly to right. That was in the fifth inning. Right ahead of a Will Paxton double that scored a run in that fifth inning. Chopper foul down the third baseline, actually closer to the backstop. So it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out here in the top of the seventh. Again, a short lead at first base, a 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is chopped down to first base, but that is foul again. Jake Tandy kind of gauging that one, seeing where the bounces were going to come, and it went foul. So returning to first, Satoru Ishida, who started the inning off with a base on balls. So we'll do it again, one ball and two strikes. Inside for a ball, 2-2. Next Tuesday, Humboldt Crabs are in town. I believe those are 6:35 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Go to LincolnPotters.com, get some tickets to the first PEL series of the season. 2-2 is hit well to center field. Lindbergh's given ground, but he's going to corral it in left center for the out. So Caceres hit it very well. But Lindbergh's right there, two outs, and here is Will Paxton, who singled in the first and was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Singled again in the second, then doubled in a run back in the fifth. So Will is 3 for 3 and 4 for 7 in the series. Out of St. Peter's University. Hanson working with Andrew Sloan behind the plate for the Potters. Paxton takes a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Paxton. Chopper over the mound. No, Hanson's going to get it, backpedaling. Throws to first for the out. So they get Paxton for the first time tonight. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Potter fans are stretching with an 11-2 lead.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the seventh, Potter fans are stretching. Take me out to the ball game. I think we have a new catcher, but I can't tell the number there. I think we have a new catcher according to the umpire who's on. The guest guy is on everything. Maybe Elijah Garay is back out there. Elijah was catching yesterday, so he'll take the place of Ariano. So it'll be Cade Parker, it'll be Jake Tandy, it'll be Hudson Brown. Parker reached on an error, walked, fly to right, and then hit a sacrifice fly. Jake Tandy to follow, and then Hudson Brown, 2, 3, and 4 against Dylan Senaway. Back out there to work his third inning tonight. The right-hander out of Fresno Pacific University, facing against Cade Parker from Georgia Southern University. Off-speed pitches, settles in there for a strike, so it's 0-1. Another great crowd out here for Wednesday evening baseball here at Lincoln McBean Stadium. That one is high for a ball. Potters will once again be playing the 4th of July game out here. If you don't have tickets, don't worry about it, because you won't get them. I don't even think Chris Toy can get in, and he's working the game. High pop-up going out to center field. Ishida moves over into left center and can't find it, and it's going to drop. Nobody even close to it in center field. So it'll be a double for Cade Parker, but Ishida was kind of going around and looking up in the air and clearly never saw that ball. And here's Jake Tandy. Jake hit into a double play the first time up, then he got mad, singled in the third, singled in the fourth, singled in the fifth. And he has 2 runs batted in, picking up those in the fourth and the fifth. So he is 3 for 4 in this one. Batting .540 on the season, which is impressive. Very impressive, especially since he's had 50 at-bats. It's a line drive into left center field. The sheet is moving over for that one. That one he found, and that one he's got. So he got a little bit lower trajectory there, and Tandy is retired on a fly ball to Ishida in center field. That'll bring up Hudson Brown. Hudson out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, University of Kentucky. Left-handed hitter settles in. He has walked, flied out, grounded out, and walked again. So 0 for 2 for Hudson. Hitting about .292 on the season. Takes that one in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Hudson Brown, big left-handed hitter. DHing today for manager Tyler Robertson, who's looking to go 14-1 in his first 15 games as a Potter manager, which could be a record. I think it probably is. That is down low. I'm going to say, since it's the best start in Potter's history about 3 games ago, then they haven't lost since then, I'm going to say it's a record. I like to go out on a limb sometimes. Daring broadcaster, a little journalism right there. A little touch of journalism in there. 1-1 is hit out to Ishida again in center, and he's going to have to go back and get this one. Reaches up and he makes the catch. So a lot of range out there for Starry Ishida in center field. That ball was hit well by Hunter Brown. He's done that a lot in the last couple of games. 2 outs, though, and Jacob Doyle. So Cade Parker hit a pop fly to center field. He gets a double. Then coming up is Tandy and Brown. They rip it to center field, and they are out. And that's baseball. That's baseball. Here's Jacob Doyle, who has walked, and then he tripled, and then he singled, and then he singled again. So he's 3 for 3. He has 3 runs batted in. He has 12 batted in for the summer. Look back at second base, and the runner is back. Outside, nice block by Garay. So Micah Marquez is hitting. Oh, that's right. They switched numbers. It's Tyler Antwine hitting. So Antwine is hitting for Doyle. Thought so. That is outside. Knew it wasn't Jake. He's 37 and that's 17, but then 17 has been changed again. So Doyle was 3 for 3, scored twice, and drove in 3. So he had a very impressive game, and Tyler takes a strike. So it is now 2-1 on Tyler Antwine. Andrew Sloan on deck. Parker out at second base. Fastball, nice pitch, outside corner, 2-2. Sent away, throwing at about 85. The right-hander from Fresno Pacific University to get even in the count. with Tyler Antwine, the pinch hitter. Tyler out of Fresno State University. Going to step out for just a second. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning from McBean Stadium. Potters up 11-2. They've got Parker out at second and 2 outs. Check swing, call strike 3. And that's the end of the bottom of the 7th. Parker opens up with a double. He's stranded at second. We go to the top of the 8th. Potters 11, A's 2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Jake McCowan, the new pitcher for the Potters, as we go into the top of the 8th inning. Anthony Martinez started, went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs. Then Gerald Hansen, 2 innings, no hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And now Jake McCowan, the right-hander from Folsom Lake College, will be out here. Tyler Antwine moves into right field in place of Jacob Doyle, who Tyler hit for in the 7th inning. And the big right-hander McCowan finishing up his warm-up tosses. He'll face Cade Snodgrass, Parker Cristal, and Cameron DeMaria, 2, 3, and 4 for the Fresno A's, as we cap off a 2-game series against Fresno. I think they were at 4-8 coming into the game tonight. So in danger of falling to 4-9 before a trip to Reading and Medford coming up. And then a bunch of home games at the AAA Park down in Fresno. Talking to Brian, the voice of the Fresno A's, he says it's a really good group, really good team to be around, really good organization. So good deal for you, Fresno A's. And we'll see you again next summer. Here's Snodgrass. Double, fly to right, fly to center. He was a big disappointment as a dueling dogs batter, as he never struck out, not even once. And he teased us yesterday by striking out, and he didn't strike out today. And is down low for a ball. Karsten Pearson, I am told, is in center field for Will Lundberg. So we'll make that change. Out of Dublin, California, and the University of Washington. There's a line drive into left center field. Giving chase is Pearson, but he won't get there. And Snodgrass gets himself his 2nd hit of the game. Just the 5th hit for the Fresno A's, and that'll bring up Parker Cristal, who's walked, struck out, and grounded to shortstop. The first baseman was 2 for 3 yesterday, and he comes to us from Wabash Valley College, the Warriors. So Snodgrass at first. Cade was 0 for 4 yesterday, but 2 for 4 today. That is down low for a ball. Still activity in the Potters bullpen with McCowan taking over. Martinez and Hansen combined for 7 innings, 4 hits. They walked 5, they struck out 8. And 2 runs, both given up by Martinez. Check swing, he did go on the breaking ball, and Parker not real happy with himself. But it's 1 ball and 1 strike. DeMaria, the designated hitter, the cleanup man, is next. One pitch in the dirt again, but Sloan's going to block that one. No outs, and a 2-1 count on Parker Cristal. Good lead at first by Snodgrass. Jake McCowan checks him. 2-1 swung on a miss. Good fastball. McCowan at 90 miles an hour threw it right by Cristal, so he's even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. McCowan checks the runner again. The big right-hander comes 2-2. Swing on and miss. That's a high fastball, and that's a strikeout. First one for Jake. 1 out here, and Cameron DeMaria is the hitter. He had a sacrifice fly in the first, then struck out in the third and again in the sixth. So he is 0 for 2 with an RBI, 0 for 6 in the 2-game set. Swing and a miss, that ball in the dirt. Off speed from McCowan. Down at 81 as opposed to 90, and it's 0-1 on Cameron. Dakota State University first baseman. DHing tonight as Cristal is at first base for the A's. That one, another off-speed pitch, but that one's down low, and DeMaria lays off that one. So that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Still a lot of cowbell action out here. Top of the 8th inning at McBean Stadium. There goes the runner. It's inside. The throw to second is going to be too late. Believe the pitch was called a strike, and Maria's going to check on that. I think he was. So a stolen base by Snodgrass. He is at second base. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacob Maynor, the on-deck batter, the number 5 hitter. 1-2 on DeMaria. Swing and a miss. Went after the breaking ball and picked up by Sloan and tagged. So 2 outs here in the inning. Snodgrass still out at second base, and Jacob Maynor will be the hitter. The third baseman is flied to center and struck out twice, so he is 0 for 3 in this one out of Coalinga College. He settles in against Jake McCowan. Potter's pitcher's up to 10 strikeouts in the game now with the 2 from Jake in this 8th inning. That was sawed off, a foul ball back to the screen by Maynor. Nolan Thebe comes out, picks the ball up, and gives it 4 feet away to the catcher. That's dedication. Activity in both bullpens as we are in the top of the 8th inning. 0-1 coming up to Maynor. Good lead by Snodgrass at second. Maynor fouls it off the pole there, makes a nice dong, and it is 1-2. I'll make it 0-2. Like Evan Oden, the Lincoln product, loosening up for the Potters. Lincoln High School, Sierra College, a fighting zebra to be sure. Coming up 0-2. In the dirt, stopped by Andrew Sloan behind the plate. One and two. That is in there, call strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for McCowan. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Potters on top 11-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Dylan Senaway is still on the hill for the Fresno A's. He came on in the 5th inning and has pitched all the way through, giving up just the 1 run in the 6th. So he will face Andrew Sloan, then Carson Pearson, and Trip Garish. Sloan, the catcher, who is walked twice, grounded out, and hit into a fielder's choice. So Andrew is 0 for 2 in this one. And here we go in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sinaway is all ready to go. So is Andrew. Out of UOP, Mr. Andrew Sloan steps in. 4 runs batted in on the season, came in at .222. As we said, 0 for 2, but does have a couple walks, has scored a run in this one. Senaway right down the middle for a strike on 82 miles an hour, which is where Dylan has been most of the night, between there and 84, really. Bottom of the 8th, Potter's up big 11-2. Sloan check swing down the first base line. It's one of those ones, if you have to get under the trees, if you miss the fairway and you got to get under the trees, hit that little check swing and you put it down, keep it low. And that's exactly what Andrew did. Kind of shanked it a little bit, but, you know, you can't have everything. He had the right trajectory, it's just the direction he was lacking. 0-2 outside. 1-2. John, the intern, up here after doing another stellar stint on the mic on the field. Probably going to save his number 2 intern rankings for another night, as Lauren, of course, is entrenched at number 3. That is high. Yeah, I'll probably have to do something about Carson. The magazine stories are going to be, how does Carson maintain number 1, I think, basically. What has he done for me lately is, I think, what he has not given me an index card. He has not done anything. High, ball 3. Full count on Sloan. Carson Pearson on deck. Popped out of play to our right. So Andrew stays alive for another pitch from Dylan Senaway from Fresno Pacific University. Potters have 11 hits in this one. They had 11 hits yesterday, scoring 14 runs. Outside, ball 4. So Sloan gets his 3rd walk of the night. He's at first base for Karsten Pearson. Will make his initial appearance at the plate tonight. He comes in for Will Lindbergh, who was 1 for 4, scored twice, and drove in 1. And Pearson, as we said, out of Dublin, California, and University of Washington. Trip Garish is next, and then T.J. Oster for the Potters. Fouled back to the screen quickly by Pearson and kind of hitting the net. You don't want to mess with the Stones Radio Network's mics or cameras, or Stones will have to get off the couch and come down here again. He doesn't like to come back here, but he will. Don't make him come back here. 0-1. Fastball, got the inside corner, 0-2 on Pearson. 6 foot 190. Out of Dublin. Just a freshman last year at the University of Washington. He has the 0-2 count. That's in the dirt. Nice block. 1-2. 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 6 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth for the Potters. Very similar to yesterday's score dispersal. 1-2 is hit up in the air to left center field. She's got to have to go a long way and makes the catch. Well, that's an excellent play by Ishida in center field. He had to go after the ball if the left-hander's bat. It's slicing away from him, and he covered a heck of a lot of ground and made a real fine running catch for the first out. So Pearson hits it well, but he's robbed a defensive play by Ishida in center field. 1 out, and that'll bring up Tripp Garish. Tripp has walked and then struck out and then walked. He has scored a run. Hitting .357 on the summer in just 14 official at-bats. Fouls that one back to the screen again, very close. Precariously close to not only the cameras, but to the mayor, Ray Garcia, who was in that first row right by the backstop there. He didn't even notice it. He's so cool under pressure. He just walked, he's glad-handing people trying to get votes. DJ Oster to follow. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. That is a ball. 1-1. Elijah Garay is taken over behind the dish for Hunter Ariana, who started in that spot. I think when he came around in the fifth inning to score in that double by Will Paxton and did the headfirst dive into home, I think that pretty much took it out of Hunter. Check swing, he went. Strike 2. So he's got Garay out there taking his place. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Tripp Garish from Belmont, California, the United States Air Force Academy. Short lead at first base by Andrew Sloan, who got the base on balls. That is on the inside corner, call strike 3. So that makes 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and TJ Oster comes to the plate. Lined into a double play, struck out, walked, and then grounded into a double play. So it's kind of a painful night for TJ. Didn't like the double play ball. Can't do that again, though. That's the good news, being 2 outs here in the 8th. Popped up on the infield. The pitcher's calling for it. Now here comes the first baseman, Chris Dahl. He'll make the catch on the pitcher's mound for the out. So sent away a pretty good job out of the bullpen for the A's. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Potters 11, A's 2.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the 9th inning, Potters leading at 11-2. Evan Oden, the Lincoln product, will come in and try to close this one down. Jake McCowan, very impressive in his inning, gave up 1 hit and struck out 3. That is 11 strikeouts for Potters pitchers. Martinez started, then Gerald Hansen, Jake McCowan, and now Evan Oden will come out here. He will face Hunter Logan, Satoru Ishida, and Elijah Garay, who came on for Ariana back in the 7th inning. So Oden finishing up the... Going to take on Logan, who was struck out twice and grounded to shortstop. Potters broke it open in the 5th inning with 6. They had a 4-2 lead going into the bottom of the 5th. 10-2 at the end of that inning, and that was pretty much it. Great job out of the pen by Hansen and by Jake McCowan. 3 innings combined, 1 hit and 5 strikeouts. And that gets us to Evan Oden, who tried to nail this one down here in the hometown of Lincoln, California. Andrew Sloan still behind the plate for the Potters. We'll have a short post game after this one. Brought to you by Friends of McBean, trying to raise money for a new scoreboard out here at McBean Stadium. And yes, we do need one. We'll be announcing our Old Town Pizza player of the game. So a lot of stuff going on the post game and set you up for the remainder of the week. And again, take a look at next week when on Tuesday the Potters start Pacific Empire League play against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's Oden's first pitch. It is down the middle in the strike zone. Strike one. 86 miles an hour for Evan. Swing and a miss. A good fastball by Evan Oden. He's quickly out of here. 0-2, and he pumped that up to 88 miles an hour. If he does that 6 more times, he will get to 100 miles an hour. So you can put that in there in your math computations, Lauren, with your scoreboard and your point streak and everything, all your computers and stuff. You're only working right now 2 more computers than I can handle. And I think that says a lot about both of us. 1-2. Lauren, the intern, with a tremendous 2-game series here between me and the engineer. That's a ball. She was moved out of her spot by Brian from the Fresno broadcasting crew, and she took it in good stride, I thought. Didn't complain too much. Well, a little bit of temper, but that's okay. These kids today, that's fine. And she has just done her job for 2 games. Fouled out of play. Had her on the mic yesterday. She did a tremendous job, but, you can't spoil the kids these days. Can't give them 2 days in a row, and all of a sudden she's got a broadcasting career. I'm looking for work. All of a sudden I'm doing point streak, which is a disaster on many different fronts. As a chopper, going to be a tough play at shortstop. Across the diamond, not in time at first base. Cade Parker with a nice play, but safe is Logan on an infield single. 6th hit for the Fresno A's, and that will bring up Satoru Oshida, who has been tremendous defensively today. He is 0 for 2 on the offensive end with a walk, struck out in the 2nd, fly to left in the 4th, and then walked in the 7th. Out of Herkimer Community College. And now we're going to take Cade Parker out at shortstop and put in somebody else. So Logan Bell is taking over at shortstop. I guess he said, if Parker can't make that play, let me get out there, coach. Put me in, coach. Logan out of Lisbon, Ohio, usually is a pitcher. So if he gets a grounder, he'll throw it hard to first, but probably will have to wind up first, and that may be a problem. Here's Oden's first pitch. Sheeta takes down low for a ball, 1-0. Garay on deck, and then Caceres, the number 9 hitter for Fresno. There's a line drive over the head of Logan Bell in the left center field for a solid base hit. Stopping at second base is Logan. So 2 hits quickly here in the 9th inning. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. 7 hits now for the A's, and that will bring up Elijah Garay, who came in for Ariana back in the 7th inning behind the plate. Elijah was, 1 for 3 yesterday. Yep, Willie's all over it. Elijah Garay, of course, we said that an inning ago, but that's okay. Willie's got a lot to do over there because he had the drawings and stuff. He's got all kinds of stuff. He's got to talk about what's coming up, talk about what's going on, who's doing this, who's doing that. Check swing, he went around 0-1 on Garay. Elijah from Reedley College did a great job behind the plate for the A's yesterday, as did Ariana today. 0-1 now on Elijah. Nobody out here in the 9th. Swinging a foul back to the screen, so it's 0-2. On Garay. 0-2 pitch from Oden. That's outside. It gets away from Sloan. Everybody's going to move up to 2nd and to 3rd. Takes the force off and puts 2 runners in scoring position. Evan Oden's going to get a new baseball from the umpire, who, by the way, has done a tremendous job tonight. Umpire behind the plate. Base umpire, really not a lot to do out there. But the home plate umpire's done a great job. And with runners at second and third, it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Garay. Oden checks the runner at third, works from the stretch. Popped up, right side. Will it stay in play? I don't think so. And it is not in play. Tandy gave chase at first base. But Elijah will get himself another chance here, another opportunity. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield pretty much straight away, not real deep for Garay. Kind of bunched into the middle of the field. Swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. So Oden gets his first out recorded. It is a strikeout. It is the 12th by Potter's pitchers, and it brings up Gabriel Caceres. Although that doesn't look like Gabriel, so let's check a number there. Looks like it is Bryce Robinette, who had a couple of hits last night. 2 for 4 last night was Bryce Robinette, so he'll hit for Caceres here. Takes a fastball outside. So Robinette batting for Caceres, who was 0 for 2 while he was in there. Had a couple of nice fly balls to right and to center. Robinette takes inside, 2-0. Top of the order, Will Paxton on deck. Logan is at third base. Machida is at second base. Singles to open the inning. Outside. Sloan has to track that one down. 3-0 now on Robinette. Top of the order, Will Paxton to follow. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. So back in the count, Evan Oden, the Lincoln High product. Trying to nail this one down and give Tyler Robertson his 14th win against just one single defeat here. Swing and a miss at a ball that was well outside by Robinette. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I admire the zeal to go up and hit, but that one was a little bit outside. Oden comes set for the 3-2. It is ball 4. So the pinch hit walk for Robinette loads the bases with 1 out and brings up the top of the order Will Paxton, who singled in the first, singled in the second, doubled in the 5th, and then grounded back to the pitcher in the 7th. That was against Gerald Hansen. Paxton out of St. Peter's University. The Peacocks, I believe we have researched it enough to know they are the Peacocks, which I kind of like. The Valley City State University Vikings is my favorite, and then the Peacocks might be my second favorite. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. One ball and no strikes on Will. 1 for 4 yesterday. Swings and misses at that one from McCown. From Evan Oden at 88. So he got it up to 88 miles an hour. 1 ball and 1 strike. High fly ball left field. Giving chase over there is Garish into foul territory. And he won't be able to get there. I thought it was 87 miles an hour. Was it 87 or 88 with the flux capacitor? Oh, man. No wonder I never got it back in time. I was going 87 the whole time. Man, that's me, cruising at the wrong speed. I didn't have a Doc Brown. That was my problem. I had Chris Toy, and he was over there. I have no idea where we are. He's trying to get the GPS to tell him how to get to the. How do you get to 1955? I don't know. Turn left, I guess. I don't know. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. So Paxton is out on strikes. Never really seemed like he saw the ball well coming out of the hand of Evan Oden. So Oden gets his second strikeout, and that will bring up Cade Snodgrass, who has doubled, flied out again, and then singled. So Cade is 2 for 4 in this one. 2 for 8 in the series, and he is the last hope, so to speak, for the Fresno A's. Snodgrass settles in. Takes a high fastball from Moden. Cade out of Colorado State University, Pueblo. I think we found out yesterday they're the Thunder Wolves or something like that. Just a weird, just take two words and smash them together. Maybe it'll work for a mascot. In the dirt, 2-0. Bases loaded here in the top of the ninth inning. Potters up 11-2. 2-ball, no strike count on Snodgrass with Parker Cristal on deck. (2-0). Oden, the fourth pitcher for the Potters. Sails a fastball high, 3-0. Thunderbolts or Thunder Wolves. I don't know if does that go together? You can't just say, it's like lightning bears. I mean, you can't just take a phenomenon and an animal and throw it together. Like tornado snakes. I like that, though. High fly ball, short right field coming on is Antwine, and it drops in front of him. Couldn't see it. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one, and he will also score. So we've had a couple of those tonight, and we had one for the Potters on the final out, prospectively, of the game. Snodgrass will get credit for a 2-run single. Logan will score, and so will Ishida. Stopping at second was Robinette. And Snodgrass gets his third hit of the night. And here's Parker Cristal, who's walked, grounded out, and struck out twice. So tough. I haven't seen this to this effect out here in McBean for a while as far as losing balls in the lights. That's at least the second and maybe the third. I think it's at least the third. Cristal with a 1-ball, no strike count. Well, out of play to our right, 1-1. So 11-4 now in favor of the Potters as the A's score 2 runs here in the ninth inning. Took something off that one, swung on a miss. So the Potters within a strike of nailing this one down and going 14-1 on the 2024 summer season with Lauren, the intern, to my left, trying to, come on, Lauren. Come on. Last strike, girl. Come on, let's go. Don't be pounding my console. Come on. Breaking ball, swung on a miss. Lauren does it again, and that's your ball game. A's give up 2 in the ninth, but the final score in this one, your Lincoln Potters 11 and the Fresno A's 4. Potters win it, go to 14-1 on the season. We're back with the Potters postgame right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Welcome back to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Potters get the win 11-4 over the Fresno A's. Take the 2-game series combined score of 25-4. Our winning pitcher is Anthony Martinez tonight. Anthony went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 6. Gerald Hansen and Jake McCowan are great out of the bullpen. Evan Oden came in and got the final last. Actually, he probably would have held him scoreless, but the double that was lost in the lights made it 11-4. So good job pitching by the Potters. Again, they totaled 14 strikeouts in the game tonight. Jacob Doyle is our Old Town Pizza player of the game. Jacob Doyle with 3 hits in 3 at-bats. He scored twice and he drove in 3, so he's got up to 12 RBI on the season. Came in at 375 and went 3 for 3, so congratulations to Jacob Doyle, University of Nevada Reno product. Out of Sparks, Nevada, he picks up the Old Town Pizza player of the game. Potters 14-1. We'll take tomorrow off. We are back here on Friday, 6:35 against Berkovich Honors. Also Saturday at 6:35, and then a couple days off, and league season starts with the Humboldt Crabs coming to town. We urge you to check out LincolnPotters.com for all your tickets and all your information, and get your tickets early for Pacific Empire League play. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Chris Toy, for Lauren the intern, Willie Preston, Brian from Fresno, and the #1 intern ranking, that's Carson. We say good night. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.